Hey, we are back with Professor Abramelli.
Maimonides, the great Spanish Baghdadi legal codifier and philosopher from the 12th century, described the Hebrew Judaic state in great detail and how it would be run and how it was said it was run, synthesized in both the Bible and the Talmud and the legal heritage of Israel until then, including series of mathematics and culture and understanding of the calendarial process. And he writes very interestingly about the Jubilee. And he says that there are 8 commandments in the Bible regarding the Jubilee. That is, number 1 is to make holy the year of the Jubilee and to sit in Shemitah, the 7th year, to sit and not to relax and to rest on that year. To blow the shofar, the horn, in the year of the Jubilee, in order to free the slaves. To give redemption to the land in the year of the Jubilee. To be redeemed in the walled city houses, to redeem the cities, and to appoint 2 jubilees of 7 years apart as Shemitah years, as 7th sabbatical years, not to work on the year of the Jubilee, nor in land or in trees, in growing trees, not to cut off the sides of the Jubilee, like in other years, and not to collect the fruits of the Jubilee, like the collection in normal years. According to Maimonides' calculation, from when it was ascertained that at least one of the Jubilees took place until his own time, and then calculations from his time till today, the calculation for the next Jubilee is 2020. And according to a variant calculation, 2021. So it is a very good historic time and opportunity to put into motion, to play this incredible social trigger of transition between modes of law, between situations, evolutionary and social situations, which take processes in time to play out. And only because of the wisdom of the collected books of the Bible do we have insight into that mechanism. So rare is it that it has never been triggered in known or documented or in accurately recorded human history. But it certainly played a role in romantic situations. The freedom of American slaves was parallel to the Jubilee, the call to the Jubilee, as all great freedom movements have referred to the Jubilee. And so then, as now, the call to a Jubilee to free what is the burdens and the slavery and the groaning of humanity is a necessity. And if the leadership in Jerusalem could understand that this religious idea could be deeply intuitive into the social, into the deepest parts and the longest dynamics of society, and our great economists could figure out how to transact this idea this year in the time of Corona, to forgive debts, to allow for the economy to rest, to call everyone not to work, to sit in their homes, to isolate themselves, to live in social isolation in their family estates. But in return for that their debt, their burden, their costs, the burden on their lives can be forgiven. What an incredible marriage of circumstances that theologians can now occupy to bring to the attention of politicians that this could be a unique opportunity and that it could resonate with the spiritual backdrop of the Western Judeo-Christian ethic. And this is a call to freedom.